Still has the one stock over the two. Are you making faces?
What? No, nothing.
No.
Not at all. I'm not saying I'm scared.
Really?
Just kidding. She's drove all around.
I've driven across country with you. You were the one that bounced my head off the windshield in Iowa.
Well, that was my bad.
Hey there! So we are hanging out with, well, of course, Jared's over here. We're hanging out in the 2019 Ram Rebel.
Traction issues.
It's pretty sweet. There is a ton of space in this thing. It's amazing. Like, I'm 5'2", so of course I'm very particular on how big or how small the vehicle is. This thing, it has, okay, short people, listen to me. Power adjust pedals. This is the ticket to being short and driving a truck. Amazing. The cabin, super spacious. You guys gotta check this out. This is cool. So, Jared,
Hi.
what's up? This thing,
That's better than my 2016 Rebel, I think.
this thing is just sick. Look at this. Look at this stuff. All sorts of like slidey trays. So all of you music freaks, you know, all those mixtapes that you've made and whatnot, or excuse me, mixed CDs that you've made. Look at this. Look at this. There's a CD player.
Holy shnikes.
I'm amazed. And tons of space. The interior is pretty sweet. They still got the tire tread pattern in the front and back seats. Lots of space. There's a lot of extra stuff in here. The other thing is great. The blind spot mirror. Super stellar. And what else do we got here? This touch screen. This is similar to 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL.
It's the same as the 2016. It's just same
It's
as
a
my
lot
truck. It's just a
faster.
lot faster. The difference, I don't know, the difference I see between this truck and mine, which is the 2016. This is the new 2019 with the newer style body and everything else. Big thing is, it's got a lot more space inside. I'm 6'4", so I'm a big guy, but it's way more space inside than the other one. It's it seems to ride a little bit better. It's got much better tires than mine, but it seems to ride just a lot better than mine does.
I am definitely excited about this. I mean, I don't know. Of course, I have to drive it. But
I like the toggle switches. Those are
the
nice.
toggles are really nice.
It looks a lot more high-end than the other one.
It
This
really
truck is
does. I'm
super-
not going to push any buttons right now, but I
super
mean, you've
dirty
got
on
the
the inside.
airbags, you've got traction control, tow haul, you've got parking assistance, rear off, parking assistance, front off. Yes, there's front parking assistance, which is pretty cool. When we ran to the gas station, we found that out. Here's the gold piece of this. Look at this.
Goes all the way open.
Panoramic sunroof.
That's pretty sweet.
So all of you fans that were fans of Ford that love the panoramic sunroof, okay, we got Ram Rebel on that now.
Sliding rear window too. Like mine.
That's
Sliding
pretty
rear
cool.
Window. It's fast too. Mine's
I love it. It's nice and quick. It's not super fast. Or super slow, excuse me.
How much can you open this thing? I think the front is the only part that opens up.
It's looking that way. It's nice and quick though too. So I mean, even if you hit like a freak rainstorm, you can quickly shut that and be good. So.
It actually feels faster than mine. Like it's a lot more effortless. This one doesn't have the e-torque either, you know, the hybrid system, but it feels a lot more effortless. Mine, it kind of grumbles and this one, it just seems like it gets up and goes.
Yeah.
The other thing I noticed is my heated steering wheel sucks, and this one is really good. It's actually hot.
For the record, the JL Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, the heated seats and the heated steering wheel, perfect. I love mine. So hopefully they followed suit with that one, right?
Yeah, the steering wheel's hot, nice and warm. This thing is cool. I like this thing.
Here's the cool thing about this thing. So not only do you have this sliding tray, we're at a stoplight, so this works. Also, with the sliding tray, you've got all of this. You've got max fill lines. You've got some little bit of a history in here too, because you've got the different generations of Rams. So that's pretty cool. You've also got, all sorts of other neat little things right here. It's kind of mirroring the Jeep Wrangler too, because you know how in the back seat it has the wheelbase on it for the 2-door and a 4-door? You got the same thing going on right here. Conversion charts for whenever you're kind of stuck in the middle of nowhere and you can't figure out converting. Pretty cool. All right, let's see how this thing goes. Ready?
Struggling for traction in the drive. Still struggling. Still struggling. Oh, it's fast.
What are you? Thanks.
It's quicker than mine.
Of course.
Guarantee that. The one thing I was worried about is those Goodyear Wrangler Duratrax, much better tires than mine, but...
You still get a little bit of wheel hop in there though.
Well, just wheel noise.
Yeah.
The Toyotas are pretty quiet. These tires are actually really quiet for how knobby they are and how much better they are on the road.
Yeah.
So I like it. It's pretty similar to mine inside, the overall design and everything. The only thing they really changed was this bit right here.
This is amazing. It's super
Toggle switches versus that. But
super friendly. I mean, like I said before, we pointed out the air suspension. We've got the traction control. You got the tow. You've got the front park assist, rear park assist, front park assist. Super awesome. Everything is super responsive here. I mean, look at this.
When it says range low, that means you pretty much have no gas left.
Yeah.
Oops. We should probably get back.
Oh well. But I mean, it looks beautiful. We've got all sorts of different compartments, obviously. Kind of sneaky little compartments. Got stuff down there. Yeah.
They have little finger inlets.
Well, there you go.
On the gear shifter and on these buttons. There's
That
a
is
little place where you
nice.
put your fingers and they go in the little slots. And you know
Also, this does have the notorious. Does it have the start stop?
No, this one doesn't have start stop.
Okay, never mind. There it has been rumored that some
Thank
of them
God.
have the start stop.
The e-torque ones have start stop.
We
This
don't
one-
like the start stop. That is kind of a pain in the butt. But look at that. That looks really nice. You got the 4-wheel high, 4-wheel low, and so on and so forth. You've got the axle lock kind of hanging out right there, which is great. On the opposite side of the steering wheel, you have the pedal control buttons to raise and lower the size of the pedals, which is great. It's like right next to the lights. So, pretty cool.
This truck just feels lighter. The steering feels a little bit lighter. The whole truck just feels lighter.
Does
at
it
its feet.
feel lighter or does it feel more agile?
Feels more agile. I mean, it's.
I think that's probably the word that you were looking for.
We're not driving our Jeep, so they don't know the wave.
I didn't wave.
Anyways, but it has pretty much all the same options as my truck. Infotainment screen-wise, heated seats, steering wheel, pretty much fully loaded. The difference is this one, it just feels, the steering wheel's a little bit thinner on this one. I'm not a fan of that. But otherwise, it just feels lighter. It's easier to place. It doesn't feel as big and lumbering.
Are you gonna let me drive? I feel like I'm like 5.
You feel like you're 5?
I get to drive the big truck.
Hi, kids.
Hi. Whoa.
You
So
gotta-
I will say this once again, I am 5'2", and the adjustable pedals are stinking awesome. I love them.
I'm 6'4", so there's a big difference.
Oh,
Did you adjust the pedals?
I did adjust the pedals. Notice how my knee is actually up.
You could fit like 10 kids back here
Maybe
with the
15.
gap. It's very similar to mine, but it's like an updated version. See how lighter the steering is?
It's
I don't know. The dash just, I don't know, it just seems, I like the design a little bit better.
It still has the 1 stock over the 2. Are you making faces?
What? No, nothing.
No.
Not at all. I'm not saying I'm scared.
Really?
Just kidding. She's drove all around.
I've driven across country with you. You were the one that bounced my head off the windshield in Iowa.
Well, that was my bad.
Come on, lights.
I don't.
These are like dinky little lights.
You don't have to swing.
No?
Going, you can probably go straight. I don't know. Does it still say low? Is the fuel light on?
Yes and no.
Eh.
Yes and no. Ooh, jumpy.
Give her the beans. We don't have any gas, but
We don't have any gas.
he should have gave us more gas.
He should have.
Oh shit. It still will spin the rear tires like mine, but nobody's business. You turn where that car's coming out and just kind of follow it all the way through.
I am in love. Okay.
Do you like this better than my truck?
Yes.
Why do you like it better than my truck? I love my truck.
Do you want to know the real reason why I like this better than your truck? Can I tell you?
Watch out for that minivan. They don't know how to drive. No offense if you own a minivan, but you probably don't know how to drive.
No, you probably don't. I'm sorry, minivan owners.
Minivan owners are almost as bad as Prius drivers. They don't know how to stay in their lane. It's amazing that I drive a huge ass truck and I can keep it in the lanes, but the people with the smallest ass cars in the world, they can't seem to get it between the 4 feet they have on each side of their car in the lane.
Hey, Jay.
Yeah, sorry, tangent.
Tangent, stop. So,
Stay in your goddamn lane!
you are terrible.
Because I have steel bumpers and I'll run you the fuck over.
And I have a Jeep River God. I'll go over you.
She will mount you.
Home slice? This is amazing though. I mean, it's a nice...
I can't believe how much space it's
It's so much space.
smoother.
I'm in love with the pedals. I mean, simplicity is bliss. Okay, Penske.
Just go straight. You got the right of way.
It was coming up pretty quickly. I don't need him hitting this. Penske.
So this one has all of the options basically my truck has.
Except for the screen.
Except for it's not a
12.
Rebel 12 with the bigger screen here, but it has the air suspension, heated, cooled seats, pretty much all the options.
Oh my God.
Pretty much everything.
Awesome.
Panoramic sunroof, that I think is one of my favorite features.
Okay, I'm gonna put this out here, and you guys have probably read about it and what, but the Rebel TRX, I want to see what that shit's about.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. No information yet.
You have wife's approval on looking into one of those. I am okay with that. If you're taking this interior and you're comparing it, let's say you look at the old school Navigator, and then you look at the new school Navigator, that's like really awesome, like almost Rolls-Royce quality sort of thing. You look at...
No, I wouldn't go that far, but it's a lot better than it used to be.
Well, it's like a newer...
It's not like a Ford anymore.
No, it doesn't look like shit anymore.
This truck, I have a cold air intake, sounds so much better.
That's because your wife is awesome. She buys you cold air intakes for Christmas.
Before I get pulled over. What are you doing, car?
Being retarded! That's what they're doing. Why must you ask so many questions?
I will say that bubble hood is nice, but it kills some of your visibility out the front.
How's it a bubble hood?
Because the new one has like a cowl induction. I will say I do like the fact of the panoramic sunroof on the other one, and the updated nav and buttons. They look a lot more expensive versus this one, which they still look nice, but they look a hell of a lot cheaper. Oh, there's my radar detector.
Stay back.
Watch out for the Solara.
That's what we call a semi-drift with holding the camera one-handed. I'm skilled.